So my computer can do some really good graphics, but for some reason it was not on the best graphics. So I fixed that as well for this second playthrough. Also, we're definitely going to be fixing the transmog later. But this is typical for, you know, the we're doing retail, but the classic, instead of doing what is that island called? Some new like Exiles Island or something, Exiles Reach, I think that's what it's called, where you can level there instead of, you know, in the classic zones. Your gear gets matchy in Exiles Reach, whereas here not so much. So this is your typical classic nothing matches clown suit until we get the transmog. What was I saying before that? I said that I updated my graphics so they'll be better. I turned off that weird mod. Is that everything I was gonna say? I think that's everything I was gonna say. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do this quest that's far off to the side here. This is for this quest chain, Ferocitas the Dream Eater. So this guy, let me turn off the map. This guy over here, Talankai Swift-Root. He has a dream catcher that was gifted to him by the Druids at the Barrow Den, something like that. What's it called? We're gonna be going over there too because there's something going on at the den. But he was gifted some sort of dream catcher. I can't remember the exact details, but it's a dream catcher. He wanted it. He used to live over at the what village is this called? Starbreeze? Star something. I can't tell with the quest in the way. I think it's Starbreeze. Starbreeze village. Yeah. So he used to live over there with a bunch of other people, but the Furbolgs have gone crazy because of all the weird corruption and stuff that's happening in this tree. So he had to leave as quickly as possible and left his dream catcher. He wanted it. We went to go try to find it, but the Furbolgs must have taken it. This person, the Dream Eater, saw a shiny gem and wanted it for themselves, and we have to go get it back. So that's what we're gonna go do first. I am not the most epic player ever. I'm very casual. I still enjoy playing this game, but I don't do mythics or raids. My raiding days are over after Wrath of Lich King. I still do the mouse clicking. It's just what I'm comfortable with. I can't memorize all those things. I tend to panic during, you know, fighting and stuff, so it's best for me to focus on this. I especially enjoy, which I don't think I can do yet. I especially enjoy, no, it doesn't look like it, the ability where it highlights what your next move should be, your rotation, as WoW suggests. Obviously it just focuses on your DPS rotation and not your like mitigation and everything else. Did I pick up fine minerals? Did I not pick up the herb one too? I just realized. I thought I did. Oh no, skinning. I did skinning, not herbs. Duh. Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So I especially like the light up thing because that really helps me with my rotation, as suggested by WoW. So I'll be doing that as well. So you're not here for some epic, you know, person who knows what they're doing type of thing. We're here to, I don't know why I went between those two trees. We're here to just, you know, enjoy the story, the area, and everything else. You can go find a raider or someone if you want something like that. But it looks like we also need to kill a lot of these Furbolgs as well, so we'll be doing that well. Why is my taunt here? I don't even need taunt. I'm not playing prod on this character. I must have leveled and not realized that that popped on my bar. Yeah, we're not even gonna need taunt. Well, I suppose we'll keep it on the thing just in case we need to help someone along the way. Because warriors, even armed, you know, DPS warriors are a little bit more tinky than, you know, some of the cloth DPS and stuff. So I guess we'll keep it just in case we need to help someone out. I don't know why I keep hitting hamstring. Hamstrings. See, this is the reason why I need my rotation highlighted, which I thought don't we have that as rotation? No. What is that called? Assist? Ass. Assisted highlight. Enables, okay, requires level 10. That's the reason why. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely going to be something that we do as well to help us out along the way. I'm also being very willy-nilly with my pulls because it's not classic. If this was classic, I wouldn't have done this. I would have been a little bit more careful with my pull. Because that would have fucked me up. Difference between this and classic. So, what have when did you start playing? Did you play during classic? Did you start later? What's your favorite expansion of all the expansions that we have had? I think my favorite, and I think what a lot of people's favorite, because I've asked this question before on threads, I think what a lot of people's favorite is Lich King. And I honestly feel like it's the same with me. That's what back when I was, where is all these things? Oh, it's just mystics that we're fighting. Okay. Yeah, so Lich King is like the second expansion. Sure, BFA was great and all because it was the first expansion and that was all exciting and it introduced a new race. Just one new race, right? If I remember correctly. And a new area. It was all exciting and everything else, but it's the first expansion that WoW has ever done, and I think they were just kind of fumbling about trying to figure out what would be good and what wouldn't. And I think they finally figured out what works with Lich King, which is the reason why I think a lot of people finds Lich King to be the best of the first two expansions. And I would agree. I like Lich King. This I played Resto Druid as my main. That was back when Resto was actually good and I actually enjoyed healing. And like I said, that was my raiding days. Not that, you know, the guild that I was in wasn't, you know, some amazing guild. It was just a bunch of friends, you know, trying to learn how to raid and do the heroic dungeons that were new back then and that sort of thing before Mythic became a thing. But yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for that expansion. So of the older expansions, I think that's my favorite. I'm gonna be pulling that, so I might as well kill it. So definitely my favorite of the old ones. The new ones, I'm actually really enjoying the Midnight expansion of the new ones. Not just because of the housing, but just it feels like WoW has gotten back into the swing of things with it. I didn't like the dragon flying, so I could not appreciate the dragon expansion. That and I was getting burnt out anyways during that expansion, so I just kind of gave up. So I would love, now that the dragonfly, or well, I'm not using dragon flying with this character. I'm actually going to switch to regular flying, which is going to be slower. But like I said, we're going to be taking our time and actually enjoying the world, which since I'm talking, I'm not really pausing to enjoy the world right now. But I want to enjoy the area, so I'm going to slow down. I'm going to use the old flying so I can, if I am flying, I might stay on the ground for a lot longer than normal, even though I have flying, unless I need to fly up to something. But just to enjoy, take your time. I'm looking forward to actually playing through the Dragonflight's expansion, because I actually was looking forward to that expansion, but I just could not get the hang of dragonflying. But like I said, I am a casual gamer, so those kind of things, you know, like that kind of flying, I don't have the reaction speed to be able to do something like that. But they've tweaked dragonflying now to where I actually can appreciate it and actually can do it. So I'm enjoying flying around in Midnight Expansion and doing the story and the expansion there. But again, I got into that habit, which everyone else has gotten into, where we don't pause and actually read the quest and, you know, enjoy the zone and the storyline and everything else for what it is. I know the gist of what's going on, but I don't sit there and read every single quest anymore. So this is what this playthrough is going to be all about. Anyways, I have been talking for a long period of time, but thankfully my voice is doing its best. Sorry for clearing my throat in your ear, but it did need a moment. But let's go ahead and turn in this quest and move on to what we're going to be doing next. Can I have my... I suppose it don't matter. Never mind. Anyways. Alright, I got this for you.
What brings you here?
How do you even say that? Ferocitas and the Gnarlpine Mystics must return what is mine. Please okay, well, yeah, I've got it for you. Here you go. Now I can repair my Dreamcatcher. Thank you.
Go in peace.
Alright. We're almost level 9. I wanted to finish the first episode at level 10, but I just kind of ran out of time. So we stopped at a weird level. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to speed through the levels. I'm just enjoying the storyline, so it don't really matter what level I am when I stop. So the next place we're going to is back here with this cave. If I remember correctly, let's see, let's reread these quests. I'm glad you were willing to atone for your... Okay, yeah. So which I knew this was going to happen because I've done this quest a million times. So there's a satyr here when you walk out of the zone, the starting zone for Night Elves. There's a satyr here or satire, I don't know how you say that name. You're going to hear a lot of me butchering names and everything. But anyways, he was looking for you to gather some things. And it was very, very obvious he was being shady, but, you know, pick up the quest for experience, whatever. So, after doing that, the council here in... What village is this? Dolinar? Dolinar, right? Yeah. So, the council there overheard pretty quickly, because small towns and everything else, that and, you know, druids, they watch everything that goes on in the wilds. They reported you to the council, and you had to atone for your sins, so you had to gather fel cones and give it as a little snack to the satyr, which caused the satyr to turn into a toad, I think? Turn into some sort of animal. But, yeah. So that's the reason why it says, I'm glad that you were willing to atone for your mistake. It speaks a great deal about your character. I have another task for you. I have gathered some arrowroot seeds. I need glasses. I can't read this text, it's so small. They are somewhat like fel cones, but quite a bit more potent. Nature often responds very negatively to demons, and these arrowroot seeds prompt a very concentrated form of that reprisal. To our north is Fel Rock. There are Grelkin that are far beyond redemption. Use the Iron seeds to route them before they... Route them? I think that's supposed to be to root them. To root them before they become a more serious threat. Because that's exactly what these are going to do, is they're going to root and, like, drag them into the ground, which is pretty freaking gruesome. But, you know, hey, nature is scary. But, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next, is doing that. And I think, yeah, Melanas' head is also there, which is another satyr. I must warn you, Nyandra Laura, this matter must stay between us. The satyr are enough of an embarrassment to us already, and this is much too close to home. He is called Lord Melanas. He resides in the nearby cave of Fel Rock to the north, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading this. Maybe I should do this. Nope, never mind. I'll just have squints my way through this. Where am I? Okay. He plots something most foul. You must find him within his nearby cave just to the north of here and bring me his head. Speaking of being brutal, Jesus. Alright, sorry for that pause. My voice is going out on me already. That is going to be happening a lot. I have explained this before. I have chronic issues after my cancer surgery. I am now cancer-free, knock on wood, but I am now having chronic issues, which, you know, I will take. But that means my voice gives out on me and I need to mute my mic and, you know, take a drink of water, that sort of thing, so I'm not coughing your head off. I'll try to mute my mic as quickly as possible, but sometimes it can't be helped. Anyways, yeah, nails are brutal. So let's go deal with these Grelkin and Melanas. Is that, yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if you had to fight them first or if you just do that. That is brutal. Oh, goodness. Nature be scary. We're just gonna slowly make our way in here. I'm curious as to why they named this cave Fel Rock. Has it always been named Fel Rock, or did they decide to rename it because the cave's got Grelkin and stuff in it now? That's what I want to know. Because if not, why the hell did you name a cave Fel Rock? That seems, you know, counterproductive to the whole nature thing. Yeah. I know there's a problem with the whole corruption of the tree and stuff, which is, you know, something that we're investigating along the way as we train. But I don't know if it's because this tree... I know this tree, if I remember correctly, and I think we did learn a bit about that during the whole Moonwell quest, which we're still on. It's like a chain, the Moonwell thing. Or are we? Do we not have the next one? I thought there was another one. Did we not pick it up? Interesting. Anyways, the Moonwell one basically is telling you the story about what happens with Hyjal and the war and everything else, and oh god, I can't remember the leader's name. Leader deciding that he wants to regrow a world tree, and asking for the Dragonflight's permission, and the Dragonflight said no, but we went ahead and grew the tree. Oh, why did that not work? We went ahead and grew the tree anyways, and because we didn't get that blessing, we've been having all sorts of problems with this tree, is basically what's going on. So I don't know if... Oh, there's a rare in there. Let's go ahead and deal with him. I was looking for the Melanas guy because I know he spawns either here or up there or around the corner here. So I was just kind of like working my way into the cave to see where he is at. Unless they stopped doing that. I know that was a thing in the Classic. I don't know if they decided to just static put him somewhere now. But anyways, yeah, I know that that's part of the story, and I'm curious as to what the purpose is for calling this place Fel Rock. bottom of the story there. Okay, we have Whirlwind now. Whirlwind, yeah. What is... Oops. Hey, you know what? Take this and stop hitting me. I'm reading something. Let's see. Pummel. Okay, that's an interrupt. So let's kind of move things around here. Put the interrupt there. Put my AoE there. Okay. So he's not up there. And we're done with the rooting these guys. Let's go ahead and kill the rest of them instead of using the root. So we can get some experience along the way. We'll check over here as well and see if he's over here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that, because even if he is over here, we still have to get up to him atop. So let's go back the other way after we kill this guy, because we kind of aggroed him. Okay, back. Whoop. Back this way. Did I get anything? Those are mail, and those are leather. It's claiming that I've not collected either one of these, so I am a transmog junkie, so we're going to be making sure that we have these collected. Well, it says it's not collected at the top. One of my add-ons is claiming I've not collected it, but on the bottom it's saying that I have. We'll go ahead and fix that, because I am a transmog junkie and I want everything. I really appreciate what they did for transmog, where you can basically collect everything now on any of your characters instead of worrying about what class you are and what armor you should be able to wield. I really appreciate that, because I am a collector of a lot of things. I'm collecting of pets and mounts and transmog and decor now that we have the housing. Hopefully it feels like maybe my mic is too loud in comparison to my game. I just noticed that. Oh, excuse me. I might have to tweak that. I just realized. I'm so sorry. I'll be able to edit. Well, no, I won't be able to edit that in post because I don't have anything separated. That's on my. That's me. That's on me. Sorry. Let me fix that. Hold on a second. Maybe I need to put this up. I just don't want it to be like so loud, you know? Maybe that's good? I'm afraid that's gonna be too loud though. Audio is not- okay, that's too loud. That is way too loud. Audio is not my strong suit. I'm so sorry. Let me fix it again. We'll go a step down. Maybe that is- it's almost there. It's almost there. Just like step it down a little bit. Is 5% going to be enough? We'll see. Okay, so he's not there. So maybe they made him static? Because I remember in Classic, like, he changed locations on you. But it's been a while since I've leveled a character in this zone, but last time I've leveled a character in this zone, he always seems to be over here now. So maybe they changed it. Oh, I have whirlwind. What am I doing? Maybe I've leveled... Maybe I've balanced the audio now? Hopefully? Why hamstring not working? There we go. Oof. You just wasted your heal on that dude, guy. Alright. That has completed those quests here. What is happening here? What is this? A little bit of glitchiness there. I love these caves. I mean, it's a pretty standard cave. Just, you know, foliage and everything changed, but I've always loved these caves. Or caves in general. Like the water coming through and everything else. Very neat. For some reason, my headset is throwing a fit. I'm having all sorts of technical issues right now. Alright. Get ourselves out of this cave. Did I? Yeah. Here, you know what? I don't want you casting shit at me. Really? That didn't work? I must have hit him when he wasn't casting something. It seems like me. Sometimes I just can't time things. Oh, I'm being hit over there too. Jesus. Alright, alright. Getting a little bit. Almost died there. A little bit hairy. Let's recuperate for a moment. Do I have... I do have a healing thing. I love that they put this in. It's so cool. The recuperate button. Oh. I probably should lock those. The recuperate button is such a neat little addition. Alright, we're finally out of the cave. Apologies if you heard me belch. I did just eat lunch, a very late lunch, but I did just eat lunch. Okay, let's turn this in. I love the music in this zone too. So nostalgic. For some reason, I like going between trees instead of around. I feel like, yeah, this guy definitely got an upgrade. He looks so weird in comparison to everything else that's not really been upgraded as far as graphics are concerned. Yeah, I think he got an upgrade because all those trees, whatever they're called, got an upgrade during one of the expansions, graphic-wise. Good. I know this probably wasn't very pleasant work, but we greatly appreciate it. I fear for our dear Teldrassil. It seems it is becoming more corrupt by the day, and our ignorance to the cause is plaguing me greatly.
Go in peace.
Did you kill Lord Melanas yet? It is vital that he is taken care of quickly and quietly. Oh, wait, but
What brings
Yes, I did. Here's the head. You see it? You know, dripping with blood in my hands? With Lord Melanas laid to rest, I can finally move on to other matters. Thank you. And we got some boots. Looks like to be an upgrade.
Good luck.
And so we got ourselves a buff. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, I need to... I've already collected that. These we need to put on. Apparently I didn't collect that either. Okay. Our clown suit is continuing. Alright, excuse me as I collect all these things and remember to put on the proper. Also, I have an add-on that makes sounds, so I apologize that it's probably going to get annoying. You know, it's exciting collecting things. You gotta make the sound, right? Some obnoxious sounds that are louder than everything else. I'm making sure the sound plays all the way through before I continue, instead of doing the annoying thing that I normally do and just click on everything and just overload myself with a bunch of sounds. Yes, I know. I don't know why it keeps trying to tell me to focus on something. Being impatient with me. It's like, hello, go back to questing instead of standing around and collecting armor and stuff. Alright, let's sell some things. Sell the junk. I'm holding on to these. They're crafting reagents. I don't know if you can actually sell those on the auction house if they actually get bought, but we're gonna try. Like I said, I have been playing this game for a while. I actually have plenty of money. I don't have to, you know, grab money or make money on this character, but I want to see how much money I can make grow, you know, leveling this character before I start taking the money out of my war bank. Warband bank? War bank? What's it called? I guess it's Warband bank. Okay, anyways, on to the next thing. Or should we? You know what? I know there's a side quest over here. There's also another quest for a cat. Like a... There's like an Easter egg one. It does not look like it's up here on the map. I think it's up here somewhere. Where you escort a cat. I gotta keep that one in mind when we go over there. But let's go ahead and come over here and do that one. Actually, you know what? I know that we're gonna come back over here at some point. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and just keep going and doing these quests. Obviously, if you're a new character, you would know that and you would go over there anyways and do it. But since I'm not a new character, I know how the story goes. Let's just go on in this direction and we can go back to that later. I love the trees. I love this little detail. These dead trees arching over the ground like that. Such a beautiful place here. I think we're supposed to be running into the huntress who is like asking for your help when you were training in the main area, like the starting area. What is the starting area called? Shadowglen. Yeah. Priest is supposed to be here somewhere. The huntress, the priestess. Where are they? Because I think you're supposed to be picking up a quest from them along the way. No? Oh no, there they are. Oh, they don't have a quest for you yet. Maybe I'm thinking of Classic. Maybe it changed, updated a few things. Oh, they did, because I don't think this was... Because I remember recently, I think they added this bit. Yeah. I think they updated some of the classic things. I remember classic, not recent times. Anyways, let's go down here. Actually, let me AFK for a moment. I'm gonna pause so there will be a jump cut, but let me give me a minute. Okay, I have my ability to pause my recording also opens up menus in my game, so apologies for that. I realized a couple things. One, because I am talking more, I'm forgetting to, you know, pause and appreciate the world as it is and getting screenshots. So I want to do that. But also I want to pause here on this hill so I can read the quests for the den that we're going to. So excuse me for a second as I appreciate the world. I just love the colors. Color schemes of the Night Elf area. Of course, you know, recent storyline and everything. Obviously, this place is no longer existing. But, you know, we can pretend that didn't happen and enjoy it as it is now. Okay. Now then, now that I've appreciated the area. The Relics of Awakening. Gnarlpine invaders were seen ravaging the Ban'ethil Barrow Den, is what it's called. Tucked in the hill to the west. The slumbering druids will be trapped in the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate, unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the relics of their awakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the Ravenclaw Talisman, Black Feather Quill, Sapphire of Sky, and Rune of Nesting. The druids store them in sacred chests. Return them to me and I will prepare the awakening ritual. And then this one, Resident Danger. Gnarlpine aggression is limiting our options. None of our kind are eager to bring blade and arrow against creatures that were once our friends, but I grow fearful that they are going to set their sights on Dolinar soon. The biggest concern to me are the Furbolg in Ban'ethil Hollow and Ban'ethil Hollow and Ban'ethil Barrow Dens. I need you to travel to the west, make your way to the Barrow Den, and kill as many of the Gnarlpine as you can. We probably won't have many more chances to limit their strength. Be swift. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Starting with these guys down here. So I'm going to be leveling this character's arms once we have that option, which will be soon, actually. I think I'm level 10 soon. I have an alt problem, and I am already leveling a Prots warrior and also a Fairy warrior. And if I am interested in a class and specs, like different specs of that class, I want a character for each of those, especially now that they have allowed you to be able to have so many alts. So that's the reason why this one's going to be arms. I've never really leveled a warrior all the way to the top. The warrior has never really been my main. Druid always has been my main. Well, not always. Rogue used to be my main, and then Druid, and then Hunter for a while, and then back to Druid. And now I have been enjoying Paladin. But these other classes I would love to also, you know, test out and see if I enjoy them as much. I think there's a rare in there, yeah. Okay. Again, had I, you know, actually curiously explored that area, instead of going directly to the quest. I would have seen that without knowing beforehand. But I have played this game so long, I know where wares are. Can I pull him? Nope, it's gonna get both of them. Okay. That's fine. It's gonna get hairy. Oh, this is getting hairy. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got a lot of stuff. Okay, we're gonna have to go stand somewhere and figure that out. Okay. Yeah, I've locked ground mounts. Remember back in the day when you have to go physically to a trainer to go to get that train? I remember. Okay, let's just kind of hide in here for a minute. Figure all this out. Combat specialization. Arms. Which means we have got that now. Let's see. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a minute again, randomly, because I'm getting... So we're getting close to the hour mark, and I've been talking for a lot. So my throat is immediately hating me for this. But let's see. For our first talent points... let's see, fast footwork, movement speed increased by 5%. War Machine is a passive. These are both passive. Your auto attacks generate 10% more rage. That would be good. Killing an enemy instantly generates 5 rage and increase your movement speed by 30%. There's the movement speed buff there. Thunderclap. Hold on. What's running around? Oh, it's a deer. Okay. Sorry, I saw that in my peripheral. So Thunderclap is another AoE. Blast all enemies within 8 yards for 76 physical damage and reduce their movement speed by 20% per 10 seconds. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. If you know Rend, inflicts Rend on targets. Leeching strikes, leech increased by 3%. Well, I'm having a little bit of issue with health at the moment, so let's go ahead. I think I'm fine with rage. Let's go ahead and do that one. Help us heal a little bit more. I think they gave us a passive, gave us a passive 3% leech. Okay. Oh, goodness. So sorry. Alright. Well, this guy is gonna get angry. Yep. You know, I'm busy, dude. Alright? I'm busy. Let me take care of some things before you attack me. Alright. Back to this. So we got a bunch of things. We have this execute, which is your finisher. So that can stay there. Battle shout increases your attack power. That's kind of like your... It's kind of like your starting move, to be honest. Actually, no, let's put it here. That increases your attack power, so that's something you want to do on cooldown. Oh no. Oh, it's a buff? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I mean, you still want to hit that on cooldown when your cooldown is in your buff. Let's see. That's pummel. What is this? Heroic throw. Okay, that's a throwing weapon. It generates high threat too. Okay, we'll put it here next to our taunt then. Just kind of remind myself that it does that. We don't need this anymore. Not that I've been using it. Let's put kind of, you know, let's do that, because that's just to kind of hide you while you're, which I could have just used that so I wasn't noticed, but you know, that's just kind of your racial thing. Speaking of, do we have any other things we need to add? Jura bars. I think we got all that. Yeah, we got all that. General, do we need... We don't need that. I already put my warband bank up there in case I need it. Yeah. We do need... We're gonna need... Where is it? Actually, we don't need this for now. Because I don't think you can fly at the moment. I think you just have your mount, right? You can't fly right now, right? Let's see. Whereas I get so confused with there's just so much shit here. Okay. Let's see. Can you fly yet? Can we fly? Let's see. Yeah, you can fly. Okay. Well, I think I can fly because warband. So, let us... Where is it? Where is it? I keep getting so confused. Okay. So, I want... Where is it? I thought you could switch back and forth between skywriting and the old way. Or do I have skywriting yet? Do I have skywriting? I do. Well then how come I don't have the ability to change where I don't want to skyride? That's a passive, that's a passive. That's an instant. Whirling Surge, okay. Aerial Halt, Second Winds. It's not that. It's not that. Am I blind? That's a passive. I guess I don't have the ability to switch back and forth yet? Is that something that you get later? I think because I'm warbands, it gives me this ability sooner. Oh wait, flight style. Oh, here we go. There we go. I found it. Okay. There it is. Oh wait. Wait, is it not letting me do this? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I think if you weren't warbands, I think level 20 is when you get flying. And I think that may be when I can switch this. So we're likely not going to be even use flying unless I need to get somewhere up high for like an Easter egg. But let us... I don't need to know that, thank you. Let us choose a mount for this character. If I can... Oh my god, there we go. A ground mount for this character. Let's do this. No flying, no aquatic, no ride along. Just ground. We'll just kind of like quickly go through here. What is... I think I just... So, I'm a role player and an avid book reader, you know, and everything else. So I think about the character as a roleplay character, you know, a character in the world. The reason why she has black eyes and everything. I know about the story about what all happens in with this tree and everything else. So her title is like the Ghost of Teldrassil. She's not obviously a ghost, but you know, a cool title for this lady here, all scarred up and everything. So I honestly think that she needs a saber for one. What do we got for sabers? We have our traditional sabers. That's more... Wait, is that... That is a traditional saber. Again, the unarmored one. Gonna have a fire one. That's the Darkshore one. We can do that one. It's not like heavily armored or everything else. Not really, you know. I don't feel like this character is going to be too flashy. I mean, she is flashy looking, but as far as like you know, her armor and everything else, it's probably not going to be too big and flashy. Well, I don't know. We'll see once we go through the whole transmog thing. I think we'll stick with that one. Let's look at this one again. Yeah, this is too flashy, I feel like. I don't think this worked. If she was like going to war, because I think this is the same. No, it's not. I was gonna say this is the same saber as the one there, but it's not. Maybe she uses this one when she goes to war or something. But right now, let's go ahead and just do this one, and we'll what do I want to do? What do I want to do? We'll just put it there. That's fine. So yeah, we'll be using a ground mount more often than a flying mount. But let's go ahead and look at flying mounts too. Why not? Oh. Wait, did it show me a saber that can fly? Oh, that's right. This one does fly. We don't need this one though. What could she use as flying? Is the thing. What would work for a flying mount? Oh, hippogriff. Duh. What do we have for hippogriffs? We have that one. I have this purple, and that one would actually match her a lot. Maybe we do this one. But there's also this one from the Ashes, which is also the whole Dark Shore thing. If you can hear my cat and... Yes, baby. Yes, I see you. I don't know if you can hear my cat going crazy, but he wants attention. Anyways. Do we want to do this or do we want to do the purple one? We already have the saber in a dark color. Let's go ahead and do this one. Sure. Okay, there we go. We've chosen her mounts. We have fixed this up for now. Oh, now that we have level 10, we can do this. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we can move on. Sorry about that little detour in all that. So it's saying it wants me to do slam. Is it literally just wanting me? Okay, there we go. Execute. So it's wanting me to do slam and execute. Interesting. Yeah, it's not even paying attention to Victory Rush. Okay, so, you know, the assistant isn't the greatest all the time. But it does help me a little bit. Why is it not focusing on that stuff? What is it focusing on? Battle Shout, Execute, Heroic Throw, Slam, Sweeping Strikes, and Whirlwind. Is arms really all that? Does it not really focus on like Hamstring and Victory Rush? I guess it's something that you just know to do instantly without needing the assistant, huh? And Hamstring, I guess Hamstring is just a little side thing. What about Shield Slam? Oh, I'm not going to be using a shield. That's why. Once I get a two-hander, I'm not going to be using a shield. Duh. Okay. I'm having a moment. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're in Barrow Den, which, again, gorgeous. This entrance. Let's back up for a minute. Back up and appreciate this entrance. Lovely. Lovely. Let's take a screenshot. Of course, I have. Let's turn. Oh, well, no. It's still going to show me enemies. That's fine. I can pretend they're not there. Just pretend those are not there. Stop getting in my shot. Thank you. Excuse me. Gorgeous. I'm sure I can probably set this up in better angles, but I'm not the best photographer, to be honest. Actually, that's a better shot. There you go. Alright. Let's get back into it. Anyone remember their first time coming into this den? It was like your very first, actually technically that cave in Shadowglen is your very first quote-unquote dungeon. But this is like the very first like serious dungeon. Do I have a two-hander yet? Oh, we do. Is that really a two-hander? It doesn't look like one. Oh, I guess it is. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that. Sorry about that. So this is a green, but it has less armor and no stats. And I've already collected it, so we're going to ignore that. Now that we have a two-hander, we don't need this. Take that off my bar. We'll keep hamstring because I know these guys like to run in fear. I think. Some of them do. I think that's all I need. Taken off. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this either. Okay. That helps a bit. My stuff is all funky. I will figure out how I want the layouts as I go. Alright. That's better. Okay, now we're being an arms warrior. Okay, that's... We have not collected it, though. Honestly, I like that cape better until we get transmog, so we'll just keep it since it's the same armor. Oh! I forgot they gave you... Back in the day, you didn't have help. But I forgot that you gave you help now. Okay, I see a quest over here, so let's go in this direction. We're exploring, we're trying to find these relics of awakening. Oh, we have a ghost here. Oban Rageclaw. The Gnarlpine shaman that inhabit this place have discovered a way of separating a sleeping druid's spirits from the physical body. Ooh. The Furbolg have animated my physical form and are using it to attack anyone that attempts to explore the Ban'ethil Barrow Den. I am now trapped in the Emerald Dream, powerless to stop this. You must help me. The Gnarlpine shaman carry a strange charm which is used to perform this ritual. I'd like to examine it. Please bring one to me. Alright. Gonna help out that guy. That's locked. So we won't be able to go in there yet. Let's go this way. Yeah, I remember Classic when you didn't have help with an NPC that you used to only be able to do this on your own. And sometimes the spawn rates, because so many people were leveling through this, the spawn rate was crazy and all sorts of stuff. And you would always find yourself dying in here. If you don't die in here in Classic, you were one of the special ones. It's kind of a rite of passage to die in here, or almost die in here. But it seems like they have given you a helper. Not that we really need a helper these days. Okay, that's all the Gnarlpine that we need to kill, but there is so many more in here, so we're gonna overkill. Because we're looking for a few things here. We're looking for the charm that the spirit was talking about, and also all the awakening stuff, which I think one of them is up here. Also, is this... I know there was... Is it down there? I think there's a rare down there. Or maybe I'm misremembering. Anyways, we're gonna go this way. Oh, there we go. Chest of nesting. Did this have... Oh, this is a shield. It's... that I've not collected. We have now collected it. Oh. I remember back in the day that used to like be in your bags. It's no longer in your bags. I was gonna look to see if there was flavor text for the Relics of Awakening. I think they used to have flavor text. Is it? Yeah, it is highlighting this. Not that it doesn't really do much. Maybe if something's in the air, sure, but which way we want to go? We want to go this way? Let's go this way. I think this is a dead end, if I remember correctly. Is that a quest guy? I can't. It doesn't look like a rare. Oh, we found the charm. Nope, I didn't mean to click on you, lady. Dope. I just realized that she does have flavor chat. This place is infested. We'll need to make our way out of here with the relics as quickly as possible. Okay. And then you can, if you need help. Okay. Which we don't need help. I think he's not a rare. I think that's actually someone you need to kill for the quest. So let's not kill him yet. Right? Or wait, hold on. Maybe we do need to kill him. Is the feather above us or here? He'll respawn. Let's kill him. Oh, see? We needed to be here anyways. Sorry, I had to pause to cough. My voice is doing better this time around. But, you know, I still have my struggles. He wants... We need to turn that in, but let's go ahead and finish the rest of these first, and then we'll go back up. We got some grizzly slippers. And another one of these lesser healing potions, but after hitting level 10, I don't think I need those healing potions anymore. I think this is where our rare usually is. Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Also, I'm trying to remember. I think there is one down here. Yep, there is. Okay. I've been tweaking my mic settings, by the way, because I noticed my voice was sounding pretty tinny. I've not used my mic in a while, so it's going to take me a little bit to kind of figure out what's working and what isn't. I obviously test my mic before starting, but you never know. Between audio balances and everything else, it's still going to take me some time to kind of get things where they need to be. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need our healing potions anymore. Another thing I remember back in Classic. I know I can play Classic. Which, you know, maybe I'll do a playthrough at that at some point. But I remember back in Classic where, you know, we rely on actually, you know, cooking, it was actually viable besides, you know, giving yourself buffs. And, you know, potions were actually needed and first aid and all of that. I think you can go this way to get out. But nowadays, I hit level 10 and got my specialization, and suddenly I don't really need any of that anymore. It was hair-raising for a minute, and now I'm just like, everything's fine. Now, will that change later on? Who knows? But just seeing the difference is crazy. My health is like barely moving. Was that? That was probably leather. Nope, it was cloth. And I've already collected that. I've not collected this one though. Let's put that off to the side. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and... Loud noise. Yay! Okay. I might need to tweak that setting. It's a little obnoxious, I'm gonna admit. I'm just so used to hearing that sound at this point. Okay, we need to go up to talk to this guy. We're back. Thank you. What an odd trinket this is. I can sense the vile aura... Aura? Yeah. Aura emanating from it. This is a very powerful enchantment. I have a hard time tongue-tied, but also, even though I know what the word is and I know what it sounds like in my head, for some reason I can't get it out when I talk. So you'll hear me stumbling over things, and I apologize for that. After examining this charm, I see now what must be done. Please take it and do as I ask. You are to approach the door to the nearby chamber. Inside, you will find my soulless body. Although I regret what I am about to tell you, I see no other way to free myself from the control of the Gnarlpine. In order for me to escape them, you must kill my physical form. Once that is done, use the voodoo charm on my fallen body. After you have completed this task, please return to me. Oof. With spirit and body torn apart, only one option remains to free the sleeping druid from eternal torment. Damn. Alright, let's go do it. Give me a second. Ooh! Throat. Alright. Shit. There he is, Rageclaw. Oh, okay. I remember, so back in the classic, I think he just patrols down at the bottom. I think that's what I was remembering. I was remembering rare, but these are, that's where they decided to put him now instead of patrolling. Okay, I'm getting rage starbs now, so I think the next talents that I'm gonna do is that other passive that gives you rage. Alright, let's do it. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's go back. I am finally free of the control of the Gnarlpine, thank you. My spirit may now rest peacefully forever in the Emerald Dream. Perhaps one day we will meet again, young warrior. But for now, please accept this reward as a symbol of my gratitude. I wonder if we actually do see him at some other point. Open Rageclaw. You might want to keep remember his name for the future. But we get ourselves a, well, that's a one-hander. I'm not going to be using that. But thank you anyways. Alright, let's go. I know I can use my heart at this point to go back, but we're not going to do that. Because we're not going to go fast. We are just going to enjoy being in the world. I'll probably do that, you know, the times that, you know, if I need to get somewhere quickly for some reason or another, then sure, but otherwise, we're just gonna take our sweet time getting everywhere. But if you were doing this, then I would recommend making sure your Hearthstone is linked to the inn that you're questing in and using it if you want to get out of places like this. What we will do though, now that we can actually use it, is we'll use our saber. We'll do that at the very least. Actually, you know what? We're gonna fight our way out. We'll do a mix and match. Yeah, I'm getting Rage Star, but I think the next talent that we do is probably going to be on this side. Once we get to level 11. So we'll not get the Rage one or Machine one until level 12. Muted my mic for a second so I can clear my throat, and this guy aggroed on us. I could have just ignored him, but I'm not going to do that. That, and like I said, oh, I guess we're fighting our way out. Like I said, I'm thinking about the character themselves and how they would react to things in the world. And I seriously doubt she's going to say no to a fight along the way. So she's got a lot of pin-up rage, given what happens in current timelines. Well, I guess not necessarily current timelines. It's kind of past that. But she still has a lot of pin-up rage, so she's not going to say no to a fight. Now we can get up on the road. Which, again, I don't think, yeah, I think how the new way version is, if I can say words, I think they push you in that direction questline wise. Instead of you just discovering them needing help. Old school me is just thinking about classic. Alright, we are back. Put our cat out. Let the cat rest for a minute as we come in here.
I am honored.
Impressive. I hope my huntress carried her weight. If we continue this fervor, we may yet still free Teldrassil from the corruption that Alexstrasza herself could not burn out. Oof.
Del Nadris.
Ishno Del Diab.
The kidnapped Druids of the Talon will be forever trapped in the Emerald... Oh. There's the relics, buddy. Some of them like react as you approach and be like, hey, I've done this thing. Other people kind of repeat themselves. You have succeeded, young warrior. Well done. And just in time, I might add. Got ourselves some new plates, pants, and bag. And a level, apparently. Ursel the Mauler. Now the time has come to save the Druids of the Talon. If we fall now, they will be forever lost in sleep. I shall prepare the relics of awakening and perform the ritual. For my work to take effect, the cursed beasts responsible for this horrible situation must be slain. If it was Ursel the Mauler who meddled with our brethren's calling, and it is Ursel the Mauler who must now pay so they can be freed. Travel northwest on the road and find the path north into the cleft. Ursel's den will be there. Dreaded leader of the Gnarlpine Furbolg. Ursel seems to defy death itself in his pursuit of further corrupting Teldrassil. If the wilds are to be healed, Ursel must die.
Goodbye.
Okay. So we got ourselves a new bag. Hold on a second. Which This is a reagent bag, so let's see. We have a bunch of 6 slots. Is that all we have? Okay. Let's do that then. Which again, since I am on my main account, I can just give myself bigger bags, but I'm doing this, you know, the proper way. If we run into a problem where we need bigger bags, then I'll do that, but for now, we're just doing it this way. And there we go. So, some new... some new, pants. Hey, at least they match the boots, you know? The bottom half matches a bit. Alright. Let's sell some things to clear out our bags. What is that? What was that? Interesting. Okay. So I have a auto repair mod, so it does that for me without me. So I don't forget. Don't need that. And don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's leather. That's cloth. That's a one-handed sword, so even though it's better because it's green, it is not good for us. Alright. And now let's look at our talents. Gotta pause to clear my throat again. It's definitely getting... I think it's getting around that time I need to wrap up soon. Okay, so the only talent we can get is this one. Mortal Strike. A vicious strike that deals physical damage and reduces the effectiveness of healing on the target. Okay. So I take it that is now... Actually. Take it that's now going to be part of this. Yep. It's highlighting it now, so it looks like it's trying to be the first thing that we do. So let's put it here. We're leaving the hamstring there for now, unless we run out of room, then we can move that elsewhere. But I like keeping that just in case someone decides to run, they'll be hamstrung. Victory Rush we'll keep there. Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot that I got this as well, but thankfully it already put me on battle stance. Yeah, defensive stance as well, but that's for protection. Or I suppose we can use it too if need be. Because it gives you, let's see, reduces all damage you take by 15%, but also all damage you deal by 10%. If we ever need that for some reason. I think this is the only quest that we got. Road to Darnassus, that's the one I was looking for. I think that's the priest, the huntress, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's Ursula, okay. Does it not let us do these quests now? Are these no longer quests down here? I was expecting to be like... that's weird. I keep referencing the classic, but I was used to this quest, I was used to this, the moon well quest to continue, because there's several more moon wells, but we only did like the 2. And I was also used to having quests over here, but are they no longer a thing? We're gonna go ahead and go pick up this quest over here, this glowing thing that you can see in the distance. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I guess we'll come over here to see if this guy has quests that just aren't on the map. We'll go check that out first. I also want to check out this lake anyways. We have these Timberline creatures, swamp monsters. I guess it's showing you when the last time I've done quests is. I've done a playthrough of like this area when things got updated, like in one of the expansions. So I do kind of vaguely remember that they've kind of changed some things, taken some things out, so on and so forth. We'll see. It's showing that he does have quests. Contains... Unless that's for... No, see, Timberline Seeds. So we do get him at some point. But when? Huh. But as I was saying, it kind of changed some things around, because I know this guy, you could have come over here and discovered him and picked up his quest like immediately instead of unlocking it at some point. We're gonna go in this direction. Oh, we were gonna go... Let's go appreciate the lake for a minute. Let's do that. We've been questing for a bit. Alright. We appreciated it. I did myself a little screenshot for thumbnail. Let's move on. Go see what this glowing plant is. Fight creatures along the way. Now it's just highlighting interesting. The rotation is for, like, the assisted rotation for warriors is interesting in comparison to, like, say, like my Prot Paladin, it goes through the rotation pretty quickly, whereas this is just stay on Mortal Strike. I guess because I'm a newer warrior, that the rotation is just not working out because everything's dying so quickly. Anyways, hold on a second. I need to pause and then we'll read this after. Okay, we're back. What did I just do? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. What happened? Sorry, I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty. Hold on a second. Okay, I fixed the problem. Anyways, so we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon, so we're gonna go ahead and read this quest and then go back over to the lake, which I think we need. Yeah, we're gonna be going in that direction anyways. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll get that quest started. I feel like maybe this is what will unlock his other quests. But we're probably not going to continue with the quest line with this session. We're probably going to spend the rest of the little session doing her transmog, because I forgot, now that I am level 10, I have my transmog mount, so I can do that. And we're gonna retake that screenshot that I took at the lake so she doesn't look like a clown. So we're gonna do that and just wrap it up from there. Okay, anyways. The glowing fruit. Hanging from beneath the fronds of this glowing plant is a large round fruit. Denelon would want to study this fruit, you are certain. A very strange plant, huh? Very strange. Let's zoom out here. It's like, it looks like a chopped down tree This plant stands out among the normal flora of Teldrassil and emits a strange purplish glow. Yeah, it looks like a chopped down tree that seems to be glowing something strange from it. Interesting. Alright, let's go back in this direction again. But yeah, I guess because things are dying so quickly at this level that it's not going through my rotation. Because it's no longer wanting to highlight slam. Unless it's no longer a thing that it wants to highlight. No, it's on there. Yeah, I think it's because things are dying so quickly. That the assistants just wanting to spam Mortal Strike, even though Mortal Strike takes forever for it to do a cooldown. And you have, you know, Slam that pops up before anything else does when you get the rage. Alright, let's talk to this guy and then go back over to the lake.
How may I help?
You look like you have something to tell me. Do you have news concerning the Timberlings? Give him glowing fruit. You found this on Teldrassil? Intriguing. This fruit is exotic. Perhaps its seeds were brought here from far off. Perhaps even as far as Azeroth. And there's something about... Wait, hold on. I thought Azeroth was the planet. Isn't Azeroth the planet and not the other continent? Right? I'm not mistaken with that, right? And there's something about this fruit. It seems to have reacted very strangely with the soil of Teldrassil. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must study this further. I know this is going to cause some issues, so we're going to wait for a minute. And while we wait, Kalimdor... Yeah, Eastern Kingdoms. Azeroth is the planet. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that was the fault of the add-on I'm using. Maybe, because I know they probably had to rewrite everything in order for it to... Maybe. In order for it to be on their UI that they use. It didn't give us... Interesting. It didn't give us the rest of the quest. Huh. But yeah, that was a weird typo. I don't know if that was a typo that's actually in-game or if it's typo with the add-on. Because I don't know how they programmed the add-on to do what it does. Like, it does the dynamic camera and changes the look of the text or the look of the quest and stuff. Anyways, so this little bit of the session is us just playing around with transmog, giving our character a little bit less of a clown suit. Which I need my mount. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it the yak? It's the yak, right? Is it this one? I can't remember now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put this right here because we're gonna be messing with transmog a little bit once we get more armor. We don't have. Obviously, we don't have all the things. Like, we can't really do a helmet, which I'm gonna be hiding a helmet anyways. When we don't have shoulders, which we'll hide shoulders for now, just in case we get shoulders later. I don't like using a cape, a cloak, unless... Yeah, this is... Like, these are interesting, these are neat, so I know there's like backpacks and stuff, but I just do not see... Unless I have like a... give her fairy wings. Unless I have... No. Is that actually a cloak? It is. This little tiny thing's a cloak. Anyways. Interesting. I don't think I have any backpacks that would make sense for her. Yeah, all those are just... Yeah, we'll just do no cloak. You know what I wish that we had? I wish that they had a filter. Yeah, they don't. Unless someone in the comments tell me if there's an add-on like this. I wish there was a filter that would like filter like color. Like general color for each piece. So I can just like filter through and do that. Do you want to do a Dark Ranger thing? No. No, we're not doing that. I mean, it's kind of fitting for a color scheme, but we're not gonna do that. She's not a Dark Ranger. I'm thinking dark clothing, obviously, for this character. One thing that I like doing in any game is just a silly little thing. Is can I be goth? Style wise. Can I be alternative in this? Obviously we're not gonna have too many woohoo! Yeah, let's fight in that. Obviously we're not gonna have too many choices here because we're so low level. But I wanted to make sure that she didn't look like a clown, you know? I could do like a blue. I think I have this entire set. It'd just be matchy and just do this entire set. I'm not the best with transmog, just to let you know. I just make sure if it looks good to me, then it looks good, you know? This is potential. The set that I really want, and we're gonna have to wait until Jesus, she's got some back muscles to her. We're gonna have to wait until later on. There's one, I think it's called Black something to the effect that red just is not gonna work. Ooh. That could work. Because I think that matches her. Hello? No, that doesn't actually match her. I chose purple instead of the pink one. That still works though. But yeah, I think we need to be higher level in order to get that set that I'm thinking of. That may be the set that she wears later on. But for now, we just want something that works. I think I may be going with that one or the other one. None of this other stuff looks good. I mean, that does look pretty good. And I don't think she's one of those people that's gonna, you know, risk her skin. I mean, she's already got the burn marks from the tree. But I don't know if she's gonna be one of those people that risk her skin just to show it off, you know, type of thing. So I think this may be a little much. I was just looking at the color more than anything. Like, these are neat, but I don't think RP-wise would make sense from that character. So where was that piece again that I was looking at? Was this, right? Yeah. This could work. That's a little much. Says I, who was looking at something else that was similarly flashy. It just, I don't know, it just feels like it clashes too much with the rest of her. This is not ideal as far as color, but I do like this, like the mail. Oh, is this chainmail? I like the chainmail. Which just also has chainmail, but that don't work color-wise either. I think this is our best bet. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And that just looks like cloth. She wants something that protects her. So I think we'll do that. Oh, there's this purple set too, though. What is this one? Pride Keeper? Do we have more of the set? I want to see what the rest of the set looks like. Sorry, I'm being indecisive, as per usual for me. I don't think we... Let's see. Pride Keeper. So we don't have that. Don't have that. Don't look like we have anything in the set. Great, okay. Well, can we make something... That's the wrong color. Can we make something that looks similar? Do we have something that is similar to what we got on here? Is this not part of it? I guess it's not. That's the wrong coloration. I mean, these are bracers. Those are usually going to be hidden in the gloves. So let's look at gloves first. The Dark Range, well, I was gonna say the Dark Ranger ones could probably work because it has the same kind of like teal as the rest of the armor. Oh, this is part of that set. Trapper. Okay. Okay, that works. I don't mind that her gloves are fingerless. So does that... It does pop up a little bit. That doesn't. Yeah, so I don't think the... I mean, those bracers gives us a little bit more purple there in the elbow. Sure, we'll do that. We have these pink ones. A little pop of pink. No, we'll do this. Okay, let's look at belt. So maybe we do have pieces that just isn't the same name as these, as the chest piece. Again, I'm not the best at transmog, so if I'm doing, you know, if you have any tips or tricks or suggestions or anything else for this character, I'm all ears. Maybe I have those pieces. I think... Is that the set that match? I mean, it has similar color schemes, so this is a potential. That's not the right one. It may be those. Maybe those is what we're going to be going for. You have this obnoxious belt. Would be a wrestler. We could do no belt at all and see what pants we got. For now, let's do this, and if we don't like it as we add the pants and boots, then we can take it off and see what it looks like without. So let's move on. Alright. Let's see. What are we doing for pants? I love these, by the way, the striped ones. Which the red and purple does actually go together. But these are also our cloth. And like I said, my character would much rather have herself protected than wear something, you know, flashy, as much as I like those. Maybe we'll do a set that is not armor looking for her to just walk around into. Okay, so these are definitely the pants that go with this. This belt is definitely not... This belt definitely doesn't go with this set. So we may have to take off that belt. We have anything else so it's not just completely matchy-matchy. These are neat. I like the, what do you call these? Like the buckles and stuff. Those are really neat. Have we changed up our look? I don't think I have anything that matches this, though. I do like those, though. We found these, too. We do movie, by the way, as I'm going through this, we do movie nights every Friday, and it's my pick this Friday, and I'm trying to think of what we're... At the same time, in my head, I'm trying to think of what we're going to be watching tonight as I'm trying to put this transmog together. I really like these. Now I want to go back and look at other options for tops and stuff, but I don't think I have anything that matches this. hold on. I'm gonna look up this and see what the transmog looks like, if there's an actual set piece for this. Okay, so yeah, there is a mog with this, but it's again one of those revealing tops, and I don't think I have it. Anyways, also, my keybinds to pause my recording also took off the progress that I worked hard on to get to. So let me get this real quick. Let's do a quick scroll through to see if there's anything that would match these pants relatively, and then go back to what we were working on. But again, we don't have a whole lot of options right now. I mean, these technically kind of match, but again, a little flashy for my character, I feel like. This is kind of neat, the mithril one. But it don't match this. I'm just looking at the top by itself. Alright, let's go back to this. I don't think I like that belt. Oh, look. Oh wait, that's the wrong pants. I was about to say, look, it has the belts. Anyways. Those are the wrong pants. Those are also the wrong pants. Where are the pants at? There they are. It kind of has a belt to it. We don't need a belt. For now. Obviously, this might change later. Those, and then I did choose bracers, didn't I? These. Okay. This is very matchy, but I couldn't really think of anything else that would goes with it. Are these? No, those aren't it. Or are they? No, those aren't it. Do I not have boots that go with this? Those definitely aren't it. Those aren't it either. Do I not have the boots? Great, do we have to go to the drawing board again? Do I have all the mithril pieces? I don't. I was gonna say let's just do the mithril pieces then, but I don't. Goodness. The reason I don't have a whole lot of plate pieces to begin with for transmog. Those are cool. I like those. Gladiator. Do I not have this set? I probably don't. You want to be a golem for a minute? Yeah, I don't think I have boots for this. But as I was saying, distractingly, I don't think I have very many plate pieces, because plates characters, I was so focused on like rogues and druids and stuff that now that I'm leveling like my Prot Paladin, I'm leveling this character, I might get a chance for more plate options. Jesus. Flashy. But I definitely don't have a whole lot of options. God. I don't know if I have anything that's gonna match. What am I gonna do? I was gonna try to be as quick as possible with this, but it's not working. Ooh, maybe these will work. Hold on. Yeah, kind of. Do we have a belt that would that does kind of tie it together in a way? That's a little obnoxious. But again, I wish we had a an add-on or a filter of some sort in order to filter like color schemes and stuff, so we have a little bit easier time choosing all this. Again, I don't think I have a belt that's gonna tie these together. Wow. Okay, let me pause for a minute so I don't waste all this time just talking and trying to figure out something. I will come back with the finished transmog until we level and get more options. Okay, we are back finally, and hear me out. I know I turned my nose up at this because I just don't see my character being flashy, but I do not have very many options for transmog at this level. So she's gonna hold on to this one until we get some better options. But this is what we got. It's pretty much just this set. Besides the boots, we didn't have boots for the set that matched this set. I don't even think boots come with this set. So we found some that have a sheen that's blue enough that matches, and the metal, everything's metal, but the gray bits kind of match the rest of the pants. And she's just gonna have to expose a little bit of skin because none of the shirts looked good with it, so I couldn't really choose a shirt to cover up. And then we got this, even though she's wielding an axe, I decided to do a sword because the hilt? Was this pommel? Something. I don't remember the anatomy of a sword, but they look like bat wings to me. And like I said, we're doing the funny thing of can I be goth? in anything that I play, if there's character creation or anything to design, can we be alternative in some way? And yeah, I feel like that sword works. There's an axe with a skull on it, but I just feel like this sword works for her. So yeah, this is what we're going to be wearing until we get higher level and be able to do more transmog for her. But that is it for this little playthrough, part 2. We will be back for more and to continue our little quest through Teldrassil. And yeah, follow along for more. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and all that kind of good stuff. Take care, everyone.